Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of your favorite show surrounding the AFC East, the AFC East Roundtable. And I got to tell you what, man, TD is unable to make it. Thank God our boy Big C was able to step in last minute. And Richie, once again, is stuck in traffic. I am perplexed as into why he can't just wait for the headlines from Jets practice to understand that they are terrible, that they are a terrible organization. He needs to waste all this time and money traveling to New Jersey. He's stuck in 7 hours of traffic after watching Justin Fields go 1 for 35 in
barely
the
pass
fifth
spiral.
consecutive practice. I don't know. It is quite clearly a dedication, and I can appreciate that. But Big C, man, how you doing, man? It's been a while.
I'm doing great. I can't wait till the event about a month away. See y'all in Buffalo,
Yeah.
Can't wait for the season to get started. Waiting on the Miami
Yeah.
Dolphins to maybe make some more roster moves and shore up this team.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing good besides that. Glad to be here.
Interesting, man. Yes, we were actually very excited about the event as well. We're looking into armed security though, especially since TD he made that video about the Buffalo Bills. He's gotten a couple of threats. All right, he's gotten a couple of threats. All right, so we're gonna have to look at some armed security.
I noticed at the Jets event he wore strictly Roundtables gear. He wasn't rocking the Dolphins gear like I was.
Yeah,
I walk out decked in Patriots gear. I remember for the last event in MetLife though, we also couldn't wear our team's merchandise because if we were going on the field, what was it, before the game for the national anthem, we couldn't wear our team's merchandise. So the Jets knew what they were doing. But this year, we're coming decked out in Patriots gear. Are you kidding me? Decked out.
Coming decked out in Patriots gear for the Bills and the Dolphins game is what you're saying.
Every single one, Dan. Every single one.
That's
every
good,
single
man.
event we do, man.
Dude, you know what? That's good. You have confidence in your squad. I can appreciate that. And you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm wearing my Patriots gear.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. If
I
get beat up,
tell you, man, right now when it comes into Buffalo, I don't really think that you're going to get a lot of crap from our fans wearing any divisional rival type stuff anymore. It's more so you're caught with a Chiefs jersey or you're caught maybe a Ravens jersey, maybe, but it's mostly Chiefs gear, which is typically I wouldn't suggest wearing in Buffalo, New York.
Dan, it's the Jets.
Maybe you'll get a couple of looks oh my God, that sick dying puppy over there. But really, right outside of that, I feel like you should be safe. And Bills fans, let me know.
Dan, it's only the Jets. It's only the Jets, man. Every time I go to MetLife Stadium, they're the only ones that ever give me issues wearing Patriots gear. I remember this one time. I was 2022. This is when the Jets thought they were going to beat the Patriots, and then Mac Jones ends up beating them because Zach Wilson just could only throw interceptions. And I'm walking into the stadium, and this Jets fan goes, "Smells like shit in here." I was like, "You're at MetLife. What do you expect?" And so then I just ran away.
That's not true. I had a beer bottle thrown at me when I was 12. I seen an old elderly man get beat up in the bathroom wearing a Dolphins coat. The Bills fans, they be on that liquor. They be tripping out.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. I can reflect back on one of our first events was Bills Jets, where Rodgers went down and we still lost. I got into it with some dude walking out of the bathroom.
Damn. Not the bathroom.
Dude was some Gen Xer with the salt and pepper goatee and stuff like that. He was hammered, absolutely hammered, man. He had no idea where he was. But yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Listen, I have definitely had my share of run-ins with crazy fans, especially after me being super jazzed up about the Bills or whether I'm pissed about the Bills, but it is what it is. It is a beautiful.
God forbid if we beat y'all. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, come on.
If they beat the Bills, Dolphins fans, it's gonna be rough for you getting out of that parking lot.
Chances are they're gonna
someone said Bills are into their liquor. LOL. It's true. Yeah,
especially Dan.
Yeah. No, dude.
Well,
dude, listen, I have been sober since December, bro.
Sober since the snowy days. There you go.
Sober since the snowy days, man. I'm trying to go full year. Dude. I'm probably gonna go full year. But
dropped to the frat boy and picked up the adult. Picked up
It's
the
the
adult. There you go, Dan
professional.
Mitchell.
It's the professional, man. Like I've been like sitting here and I've been arguing with the DMV all day. You know what I mean? Screw the Department of Motor Vehicles.
You missed
but
those
anyway,
days now. Pop one back.
Fucking A, man, dude. Holy hell. Anyway, okay. So some training camp news. We had preseason week 2 this previous weekend. We have preseason week 3 on the way. There is perhaps some storylines coming out of who we're predicting makes the 53-man roster. I know that Colby's been getting a lot of shit from Patriots fans about his take on Javon Baker. Let's go around and just get an update of what's going on in camp. What have we learned from all of the teams in the AFC East? I want to start off with Colby. Colby, what's new with the New England Patriots? Talk to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think first, look, it's only preseason, of course, but I think one of the biggest things about the Patriots is that throughout the last 2 weeks, they played 2 teams from the NFC that represented the NFC in the playoffs last year in the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. Now, say whatever you want, whether it's, they're not playing the starters or whatever. They were still playing the second stringers, guys that are still going to make the roster. They might not be the full-blown starters, but they're still guys that are going to make both of those respective teams' rosters. And they're really good coaching staffs too. And the Patriots were still able to beat both of those and come out on top. I think what surprised me, though, was the defense. And it shouldn't have surprised me, I guess. I mean, Mike Vrabel's here, Terrell Williams is here. But over the last 2 weeks, now against the Commanders and the Vikings, they've only allowed 30 points total. So they're only averaging about 15 points allowed per game. And again, this is with the Patriots mainly third-team defense out there. It's not with their starters out there for the majority of the game. So I think that's one thing that's really stood out to me. But the second biggest thing that has stood out to me is Efton Chisholm III, okay? This is a UDFA wide receiver out of Eastern Washington. Nobody talked about him. He was at the East-West Shrine Bowl earlier this offseason, looked really, really good. He tested out at the Combine, looked really good. But you know why he went undrafted? He went undrafted because of the 40 time. And I think that we overblow the 40 time way too much. And this is a beautiful example of why. The fact that this guy did everything perfect outside of running a good 40 time and he went undrafted. And there was several guys at the wide receiver position who tested out well, but didn't run a good 40 time and ended up going undrafted. Efton Chisholm was just one of those guys. He balled out against the Commanders. We talked about that last week, but he balled out even more this past week against the Minnesota Vikings. 6 targets, 6 receptions, 71 total yards, 11.8 yards on average, another touchdown, long catch of 33 yards. This guy had a check down to him in the red zone, dodged off 4 defenders, broke 4 tackles in order to get into the end zone. The small white slot receiver in New England is back. And one stat I will tell you is that Efton Chisholm, he broke Cooper Kupp's record at Eastern Washington for most receptions, most consecutive receptions at that. I think this is going to be a guy that in Josh McDaniels' offense is going to have a big role in New England down the line. I don't know if it's going to be immediately in 2025, but this is a guy that we've seen, whether it's Danny Amendola, Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, that guy always thrives here and can be a security blanket for Drake May. Now, second round pick and TreVeyon Henderson also had a pretty good game for the limited snaps that we saw, picking up exactly where he left off preseason game 1 against the Washington Commanders. Had a couple attempts on the ground, one of which he was able to break a few tackles, punch it in for the end zone touchdown. So there is certainly still ways to go for the Patriots. You know, with Drake May, he's a guy that always starts off a little bit slow. He gets into the game. He's a little bit erratic, but throughout the game, he slows down. The Patriots have only given him about 2 drives over the last couple of weeks, so he goes into the game, he's sporadic, but they never give him enough snaps to actually allow him to calm down. So again, I think the biggest question is, what is Drake May going to be for this team? Something that we just have not seen. You know, this offseason, we've seen great moments from Drake May. But then there's also moments where we say, you can't do that. You can't turn the ball over. You can't be sporadic. You're overthrowing guys. It's just the inconsistencies. And unfortunately, that's just something we're not going to see, ironed out until the regular season comes and he can play a full game. Last thing here is going to be the Patriots' offensive line. Okay, that was obviously the biggest struggle for them over the last 2 years, and it most certainly still is. Okay, Will Campbell looks really, really good. He's the only rookie offensive tackle who has an 80-plus overall grade in pass protection and run blocking. He's looked really good for them. Jared Wilson also looks pretty good for them. But the only questions on this offensive line are going to be, who's your starting center and who's your starting left guard? Heading into week 1, as Patriots fans, we still have absolutely no idea who the starting guys are at those 2 positions. And when you have 2 places not one, but two places on the offensive line where you don't know who the starter is less than a month away from the start of the regular season, that's going to be a problem.
So I got to ask you. So what are the two positions on the offensive line that are the biggest concern for you? Because I just so happen to be staring at some pending free agents. It's the unkless, though. Like, the average age of these boys are about 32, 33 years old.
I don't want them.
But what are the positions you're looking for? Guard?
Looking for left guard and center.
Okay.
Everything else is figured out, but left guard and center is what we need.
Can I interest you in Dalton Risner? He's probably one of the best. I think some of these guys retired.
Didn't Brandon Scherf retire recently?
Who?
Yeah, I think he did.
Didn't Brandon Scherf just retire?
Scherf, I think, did retire.
He just retired.
Risner was recently welcomed in, I believe, to Cincinnati. And Cincinnati needs some damn help, too, because they just ended up losing one of their starting offensive linemen for the entire season earlier today. So that's another issue. Yeah, so that's another issue. But so the guard position seems to be pretty up, and then centers, I have no idea who any of these fools are. I have no idea. Hey, well, you know what, dude? Thank God that Drake May has at least some semblance of mobility.
He's going to need it with some of the tackles look good. Morgan Moses, Will Campbell, the tackles, as long as they're healthy, they look good. But even Michael Onwenu at right guard, he looks good there. But it's center and left guard that are going to be the biggest concerns. And look, you got to play continuity on the offensive line. It's not just about talent. It's about how well do you communicate on the O-line, being able to pass off blocks to each other. It's not just about talent. And what concerns me is you have Will Campbell at left tackle, who's a rookie, and then you don't know who's going to be starting for you at left guard. So it's going to make it a little bit tougher on Will Campbell when he has to pick up some of the slack for whoever is over at left guard. Now, I do think Jared Wilson, their rookie third-round pick, I do believe that he will be starting. It's either going to be at center, it's either going to be at left guard, but they keep continuously switching him in practice and joint practice and in preseason between, all right, one game you're center, one game you're left guard. So one of those will be filled by Jared Wilson, but as for the other one, it's really up in the air.
So I got to ask you, so does my boy Efton Chisholm make the team? And by the way, you can't deny these measurables here, bro. 5'10", 198. What?
How many times have we seen
what are they
this,
putting
man?
in the water over here?
Josh McDaniels. Literally, it's just Josh McDaniels. All of these guys played under Josh McDaniels. When he's here, for some reason, he finds that diamond in the rough, white college boy playing in the slot, man. Efton Chisholm's a guarantee to make this roster. But I think my biggest question is, what should we expect from him this season? Because he is a UDFA, but he is still one of the final receivers on the depth chart. So how much are we really going to see him? I hope a lot, but.
So I'll tell you what. So I cover college football, right on this network. And when I saw the school that he went to, I had to double check and make sure that was a real school.
Eastern Washington.
That's where Cooper Kupp went to Eastern Washington?
Eastern Washington. Where Cooper Kupp played.
I got to tell you what, I'm not convinced that that's a real school.
Well,
I'm not convinced that that's a real school.
Real, Dan.
Did y'all remember that one was Bishop Sycamore, just a couple of years ago, that one high school team that was not high schoolers? It was basically just a made-up school. They had 30-year-old men playing on it, and they were playing an actual high school team on national television. That's what I get from Efton Chisholm School. But, still pretty impressive. Big C. And so do you have any questions for Colby on the New England Patriots or your own takes on the organization based off of what you've seen so far in the preseason?
Not really. I'm concerned with beating the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots and the Jets, they're not on my radar right now. Fixing the Miami Dolphins problems and chasing the Buffalo Bills, that's what I'm about. I could care less about the New England Patriots.
It's all right. We'll be above you, so I understand.
It's like a rebuild year.
I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Worry about what's in front of you. I can certainly appreciate that. How about Tom Brady 12 has come in with a $14 donation? Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. It goes a long way. Folks, that is an example of going above and beyond, but let me tell you the easiest way to show some love over here. Hit that thumbs up sign for us. It's the easiest way to show some love, and it propels it out to the YouTube algorithm so more hungry AFC East fans can be informed and entertained. The Jets are busy planning their mock drafts in August, and the Dolphins are drowning. We already taken down the Chiefs, which is more than the Bills can claim, and Mahomes is in Dan's nightmares. Look at that. Tom Brady 12. Well, let me tell you what, Tom Brady 12. And so I let you call into my show all the time. Be careful. Be careful, all right? Be careful, my friend.
Tom shows out to all the roundtables, though, I will say.
He does, and I appreciate that. But come on, man. Come on, bro. Dan, I thought we were cool. Now you're rubbing Mahomes in my face.
You want to know something that's funny, Dan?
Go ahead.
You know something that's funny because I see the chat going every single week, and there's this one Jets fan, and I would give him credit, but I don't know who it is on Twitter that always tags us in like the AFC East news, as I'm sure you see.
Zach.
So, like,
it's Zachary Berner, dude.
Zach, you always tag us in like if Drake May's having issues or Tua or Josh Allen. But
dude, he tags me in everything.
Goes wrong with Justin Fields and the Jets, Zach is nowhere to be found, man. Let me tell you, I feel like Jets fans, they chirp so much when like something happens with one of these teams, but ain't nobody want to talk about the inconsistencies with Justin Fields. What happened at practice this past week, huh? Nobody wants to talk about that, though. That's crazy. Dan, I know you know what I'm talking about. You reacted to it on TikTok.
Yeah. Some Fields action, man, for sure. So they put together that compilation of him just throwing a bunch of ducks all over the field. We'll wait for Richie to get in to talk a little Jets, because I do want to give him that credit to at least be here to defend himself.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting in traffic.
We'll go on ahead and we'll pile on Richie when we need to. Okay, we'll pile on Richie here in a second. Speak of the devil,
Richie. You missed it. We almost missed our talk about the Jets.
Oh man. What's up, boys?
Bro, you look exhausted.
Yeah, dude. Whoa, bro. You have a long night last night, bro?
I just got out of 3 hours of New York traffic, and I did nothing other than get right on this show immediately.
Well, Richie, how far do you live from practice? Because it's not that far, right?
Oh, but I went in the heart of traffic. It's in New Jersey, North Jersey, so you have to go through New York City to get to where I live, which is Long Island. What's up, Big C? Good to see you. And yeah, man, right away, just sprinted here. Cannot miss an episode of the AFC East Roundtable. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man.
So theoretically, it's probably 15 miles from your house, but it took 4 hours to get there. Right?
I think it's like, it's like 55, 60 miles, but
all right.
It's deeper. It's deep into Jersey. You know, without traffic, it's a cool hour and a half, but with traffic, it takes 2.5 hours.
Takes us the same time to get there.
And
crazy.
People saying take the train. You can't take the train into North Jersey. This is not in the city. Trust me, I would take the train if I could.
Oh, listen, dude, I learned that the hard way. All right, because when I went to that Jets game, all right, dude, like we ended up taking like some like really weird train that like dropped us off in the middle of Jersey, and we had to walk to the subway afterwards. That was not very good as far as logistics were concerned.
Yeah, man. And I'm not complaining. I was there for back-to-back practices, which is why I stayed in Jersey overnight. I was actually staying at the same hotels the Jets players stay at. Saw a lot of the Jets players walking around. It's the hotel right next to the facility. And today was the final day of Jets practice. Training camp is officially over, baby.
It's now over. It's closed to the media.
And I got messed up too. Usually Jets practice starts at 8 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. yesterday to drive there, get there at 8:45 in the morning to find out that practice doesn't start till 12. Like, what?
So what you do the whole
usually
time? Practice
is over at 12, but no, practice started at 12. So I'm like, okay, that means I can't make 4th and forever all of a sudden back-to-back days. It screwed up my entire week.
So what'd you do the whole time? Just in the parking lot?
I went to a coffee shop and did some work, as I always do. Busy to kill time.
So is it done for the Jets? Like it's officially done, training camp period, or is it just officially closed to the public? 'Cause I know Patriots training camp was closed to the public like a week ago, but training camp is still going on, but only the media can attend.
Yeah, training camp is done because this preseason game on Friday for the Jets is the last preseason game for them and everybody else. And the next week is in training camp. That's when roster cuts happen. That's when you prepare for the season. So training camp is over for every team this week. This is the last week of training camp officially. And then you get into the roster cuts.
Yeah, Monday ends for the Patriots.
Yeah, today was the last day of open public. But yeah, rainy day, long day. But I'm here. Shout out to everybody. I'll bring the juice, even though I'm absolutely exhausted. And I'm sorry I was not on 4th and Forever, but luckily I got my boy Colby filling in. I had Troy yesterday fill in. We have everybody tuning in. AFC East Roundtable, bro. Come on. This is where everything started. I cannot miss this show because it's only once a week. But don't worry, AFC East Roundtable is twice a week when week 1 comes around.
So the real squad for 4th and Forever will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, and TD's sick. Man,
TD's
what's going
on?
All of us. And so next week, I'm
Tua's making him sick.
Too.
Big C. I think that's what's going on.
So with next week, I'm traveling too. So we're going to be having Dosa Dion filling in for the entire 4th and Forever. And I'll probably get Z-Bot to come in for the Wednesday show too. So
don't worry, Colby. We're not going to force you to go on as much.
Everyone's cooked.
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Troy's filling in. So you're gone all week next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't feel as bad of missing it. You deserve your time off before the season starts, Dan.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we just heard from the Patriots, of course. It sounds like Colby has his share of concerns for the organization. It is more so a prove it once it matters, once the regular season rolls around. But Big C, we got to hear a little bit about the Miami Dolphins, a team that has been very speculative all offseason. We heard that Darren Waller has finally been activated from the PUP list. What else should we know about the Miami Dolphins and things coming out of camp?
The biggest question marks with this football team continue to be the cornerbacks and the offensive line depth. And obviously you got the Tua injury history. That's a given one every year. But if we're just focusing on this year's team, it's the offensive line depth. Austin Jackson was seen in a walking boot, our starting right tackle. That's not very promising with the season right around the corner. Larry Borum, he's not the answer. Keon Smith, he's been terrible. He left practice today with an injury. Liam Eichenberg's weeks away from returning. We just don't have any type of offensive line depth. Right tackle is a key position because that's Tua's blind side. As far as the rest of the offensive line, they've performed well, but to think that they're going to remain healthy for the whole season, that's unrealistic. So we got to add some depth, and we got to be able to run the football. Running the football opens up everything else for this football team. It's the key. The pass, it's everything. And then the defense, we added Matthew Judon, a pass rusher. I feel like that's one of our deepest positions on the football team. It's a little head scratching because we didn't want to go out and offer real money to Jair Alexander, but we go and give Matthew Judon a contract. A lot of people are saying it's maybe we're gonna look into trading Jalen Phillips and maybe a draft pick for a top corner. I don't know, but I'm not too enthused with the corners that we have on this team. Storm Ducks, he's a nice depth piece, but I don't think he's a starting caliber corner at this point in his career. Jason Marshall Jr., our rookie from Florida, he's really came on in the last couple of weeks, but again, Detroit was cooking us in joint practices. St. Brown was eating everybody's lunch, and you're gonna face elite wide receiver competition like that on a weekly basis in the NFL. And it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. And the Miami Dolphins are notorious for thinking they know more than everyone else and will go into the season without addressing that position the way that it needs to be addressed. And we're in trouble if we do that. So I think the Miami Dolphins need to continue to make moves. Listen, this team is very boom or bust, right? Obviously Tua's health is number one. If Tua stays healthy, we're going to win football games. But we got to be able to run the ball. That takes our offensive line staying healthy or at least getting some depth pieces. Defensively, we got a great front seven. We're really deep there. We got players we're going to send to the practice squad, and hopefully they make it to the practice squad that we wish they could make the team. Linebacker, we're really good. Safeties, I'm content with our safeties. It's just the cornerback room and our offensive line depth. That's the key to this team being a playoff contender. And maybe if Buffalo stumbles, us battling with them. and us being a 6-win team. You know what I mean? So it's very boomer bust. I think Chris Greer needs to get on, in a year that Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel's jobs are supposed to be on the line. It's not looking very favorable at this moment.
Big C, can I ask
so
you
let me ask
question?
you this, Big C.
Maybe me and Richie maybe have the same. Maybe we have the same thought here. Let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Judon.
You think you're gonna win if Tua's healthy?
We had different thoughts. Sorry.
I mean,
I just heard Big C say if Tua stays healthy, we're going to win games, and that stuck out to me. So if Tua plays all 17 games, that's going to negate all the other problems you have across the roster in your eyes?
Tua beats the bad teams, right? I mean, he notoriously beats the bad teams. If Tua starts, we're going to win games. Do I think if Tua starting is the key to us making the playoffs? I mean, it's part of it, but that's not enough for us to make the playoffs.
It's important. You have your starting quarterback healthy,
Absolutely.
and that's obviously like important for every team. But I guess my point is like, how far
if
can
Tua's
you
out, if Tua's out and we don't address these positions, we're talking real bad. We're talking maybe last in the division. You know,
we can say that about, to give you some benefit of the doubt here, Big C, you can say that about any team in this division, including the Bills. I mean,
you're right,
any team around the NFL, if your quarterback goes down, your season's done.
There's more of a likelihood for our quarterback to go down, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over most quarterbacks, so it's a bigger percentage of that happening for our team than, let's say, Justin Fields going down for you guys, or Drake May or Josh Allen. So as far as how far we can go, I think we could compete with Buffalo. Josh Allen, he's a different animal, right? He's clear cut one of the best quarterbacks in all of football, one of the best players in all of football.
Thank you.
But if Josh Allen turns the ball over, if Josh Allen goes back to turn the ball over, I don't think Buffalo's team is super deep. You know what I mean? I don't think that they are a super great team besides Josh Allen. And so I look at their schedule, and they're favored in every game, I think, this year. But I look at the schedule and I see 6 or 7 games that I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo lost. So could we catch the Buffalo Bills? It would take us beating Buffalo. Week 3, we'll all be there. It would definitely take us beating Buffalo, but is it out of the realm of possibilities? No. And for everybody that says that we can't beat Buffalo, for everybody that says that we can't beat Buffalo, we've played Buffalo pretty tight the last couple years. Usually they smack us once, but usually the second game we usually play them pretty tight.
Yeah. So Big C, my question for you is, because I haven't really heard what Dolphins fans think about this, and obviously as a former Patriot, I know exactly who Matthew Judon is and what he brings, especially at this point in his career. But as a Dolphins fan, what are the expectations for Judon this year?
Well, he was running with the 2s. Today was his first practice. He had 2 sacks. To be honest, I think he either we're trading Jalen Phillips and trying to get some cornerback depth, or a starting corner, or they're using him as a security blanket in case Jalen Phillips gets hurt again. I guess in case Bradley Chubb gets hurt again, and I think they realize that our pass rush is the key to helping out our defensive backfield, because regardless if we go get one starting corner, we're still going to have a lot of young guys we're depending on. So putting pressure on the quarterback is imperative for this football team to help out our back end.
So I got to tell you what, we have some breaking news, some Jets breaking news, as a matter of fact.
We do.
Former Buffalo Bill and Minnesota Viking Harrison Phillips, nose tackle, has been traded to the New York Jets.
Wow, you guys are making moves today, Rich.
Second trade of the day. Sixth round draft pick and a swap of picks in 2027. It's funny that we mentioned this, because on 4th and Forever this afternoon, me, Colby, and TD were talking about this, that this is a portion of the preseason that is often forgotten, that there typically are a lot of last-minute trades.
Mini free agency.
This is a good move. I really like this move for them.
You said he's a former Bill? What do I need to know about him, Dan? Give me your scouting report.
Oh, he's a dog, man. He's a dog. He's a solid one-tech defensive tackle. He's a big space eater. He has He has some chops when it comes into pass rush, but like he's going to be great right next to Quentin for sure.
Wow. And we traded for Jawan Briggs. So that's 2 defensive tackles the New York Jets just traded for. And that is a position of concern just from the standpoint of around Quinnen Williams. There are some guys that we are excited about, like Leonard Taylor, but that's definitely a question. So the fact the New York Jets just brought in 2 run stuffers, and the Jets are prioritizing running the ball on offense, and obviously they are prioritizing stopping the run. Our veteran defensive tackle, Byron Cowart's hurt at DT. All right. I see you, Darren Muji. I see you, Mooj, cooking. 2 trades in a day, giving up pick swaps late in the 2026 draft, exchanging of a 7th and a 6th. You're getting 2 veterans. Well, one of them's a young guy. He's going into year 2 in Briggs. But then now this one, former captain for the Vikings, was with the Buffalo Bills. I'll take it, man. The Jets are bolstering up that defensive line, baby. Let's go.
You got to think too, Rich, that they're going to be roster locks. I mean, it's not much that you're giving up. I mean, a swap of picks in the late rounds, like it's not much, but at this point in the offseason, they're roster locks as long as their medicals check out and physical tests.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just kind of wild because I don't know if you guys saw the report this morning that the Jets are one of the teams looking into a wide receiver for a trade. So all of a sudden, the Jets are like making calls. We're like, whoa, the Jets are looking at themselves. Hey, we have a chance here. Let's go make some moves. But no, all jokes aside, is a wide receiver trade up next for the New York Jets? That's crazy stuff. So the Jets go after 2 defensive tackles to bolster up that D-line. And by the way, let me just add this. Jermaine Johnson back at practice this week. I saw him today. He had 2 sacks. He was out there dancing. I'm like, thank you. I missed you, Jermaine Johnson. Quinnen Williams is back at practice, who was dealing with an injury. We saw Will McDonald, the Jets defensive line, man. It's a different world when those boys are healthy. And then you add in these guys. Oh, baby. I'm fired up. And I haven't even had a chance to report on the trade today because I was driving all day. So now I have to make a whole video on this.
Yeah, after the show. Look at that, man. The grind never stops. We have one Jets fan who is not convinced. He says we're right back to where we were with Zach Wilson. And the defense keeps us in the game. Well, we don't know if the offense will show up or not. Question is Fields better than Zach Wilson?
Wow,
yes, he is.
A real Jets fan. There you go.
Jimmy, my boy. And listen, he's absolutely right. Our defense is what we are expected to carry this team. The offense is a giant question mark. There's literally nothing he said there that's wrong. But I do think that Justin Fields is better than Zach just because of the mobility element of Justin Fields. He actually provides something there. Like, it's not like he can run. Like, no, he's a legit weapon at running the football, and Zach is not. So just from that standpoint alone, from a pure passing standpoint, you can argue who's better, Zach or Justin Fields, but the running element of Fields definitely gives him the edge.
Now, Richie, I do have a question, though, about the Jets here while we are on them, because we did hear, about this past week at practice. It was going viral on social media about Justin Fields struggling to pass the ball a little bit there during practice. What was your take there as a Jets fan? And maybe you were at that practice, maybe you weren't, but, maybe you can give a little bit of insight into what that was about.
Yeah, the Jets are, and obviously what Justin Fields and the offense looked like in the preseason game is being talked about a lot. There's no denying that the pass attack for this New York Jets football team is not going to be what they're known for. And somebody asked Aaron Glenn today in the media, which was really cool, by the way. He said, in today's era of football, it's a passing league. And then right when he said that, Aaron Glenn said, who says it's a passing league? And then the reporter started like, oh, it's a passing league. And then Aaron Glenn's like, who just won the Super Bowl? Philadelphia Eagles. Where were they at passing? 29th. So that right there. And then he's like, where were they in running? First. Now we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles here, who is an absolute Super Bowl winning team. But it does bring up a good point where the Eagles showed that, hey, maybe is this a pass-heavy league like it was a few years ago? Because a few years ago in 2020, 2021, that was the pass-happy league. But the Eagles proved that if you can run the football efficiently and play top-notch defense, you can win the Super Bowl. Because Jalen Hurts is not a pure passer of the football. He's a mobile quarterback that plays the game smart, pushes the ball down the field when he needs to, and he happens to have a generational running back and 2 great receivers and elite offensive line to support him. So I'm not really too concerned about the passing attack until I see this run game start to struggle. Because if the run game does not work out, that's when everything flies off the rails. And Justin Fields, he orchestrated a 14-play touchdown drive today at practice that I saw, capped off with the passing touchdown to Garrett Wilson. He also had an interception down the left seam to Mason Taylor. And there is no denying that when Justin Fields is back there throwing the football, you're not coming away thinking to yourself, yeah, this guy is like, he could pick apart a defense with his arm. He's just not a pure pocket quarterback. We all knew that. This isn't breaking news. So there's going to be some hiccups in the pass attack. And the way that this pass attack is going to be able to thrive is if the running game becomes a legit threat. Because when the running game becomes that legit threat, that's when the box gets stacked. That's when the Jets can open up their playbook a little bit. Because if you can run that football with Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, and Fields, because I saw at least 7 plays today, or maybe even more, of read options where Justin Fields is running it himself. He's a legit running back. Then that's when things can open up in the pass attack. But I'll be honest with you, man, the pass attack does not look good right now for the New York Jets. And what Justin Fields is being asked to do is take what the defense gives you. Just go underneath, play point guard, get the ball out with your playmakers' hands, because that's not something that I'm really optimistic about. And if the Jets get in passing downs and they're down big this season and they got to go down 2 touchdowns, like, we're screwed. Like, we don't have a quarterback that can do that. At least he hasn't proved that he can so far.
You know what they say, Rich? You can't go broke taking a profit.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, there you go, man.
You can't go broke taking a
You like that, Dan?
Damn, dude.
And stealing it.
There you go, man. I can't wait to see it on your next TikTok.
Nah, no. I'm not about to do that. No, I'm not about to do that to you, but I am going to be
Man,
searching on Amazon.
What's mine is yours.
Yeah. And so I am going to be searching on Amazon to see if I can find a poster that says that. You know what I mean?
Can't go broke taking a profit. He's going to put it right above his quotes right there. No one's coming to save you.
Dan, you seen one of your tweets made it on Good Morning Football, right?
I did.
Yo,
what? Did it really?
Wait, whoa, what?
Yeah,
Did they ask for permission?
No, they didn't. They just stole it. No. Look, clearly, my name and my @ was there, so I am not upset about it at all.
Free promotion.
Remind me what the tweet was again.
I want to say it was about the Dolphins.
Look at that.
You don't remember what it was?
They were talking to Seth Rollins, I think.
Yeah, and they put.
Wait, what was the tweet?
I'm gonna check because somebody actually DM'd it to me.
Wait, that's awesome, dude.
Or somebody texted it to me. Actually, it was my buddy Brandon, who is a Dolphins fan.
Sorry, man.
No. Let me see. Okay. Hold up. Let me see.
Is it like a segment where they react to people's tweets or something?
No, they didn't.
I haven't watched Good Morning Football in a little bit. Actually, it was the plane
He
ride
sent
to
me
Miami.
the TikTok of it. He sent me the TikTok of it.
Oh, is it TikTok?
Well, so it was a screen recording of the show. As soon as when I pause, I'll put it up. Oh, so I think it was my comments of them getting destroyed in joint practice.
Yeah.
It's right here.
They're like some dude named Dan Mitchell.
Well,
Dude,
no.
that's awesome.
So they didn't mention my name. And
they
they
didn't
just
even
put
give
my
you
tweet on screen. It typically had a video under it. I was really hoping that they would have played the video, but so they just ended up taking the tweet side of things. But yeah, it was me rage baiting Miami Dolphins fans. You know what I mean? We have Michael coming in, still cracking up over the 10 wins by week 11. Colby, Big C, humble Dan, real quick, please, Michael.
10 wins by week 11.
Michael.
Damn.
Michael.
Dan, you said what? You're going to win 14 games this year?
Please let me show you what this schedule looks like. Please let me show you what the Buffalo Bills schedule looks like.
I see 6 they could lose.
A couple of things I would like everyone to... Okay, a few things I would like to remind everybody. Last year, Buffalo was undefeated at home. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of this. And we are returning the exact same team. Okay, so we have Baltimore. That is a toss-up for me, right? Don't sleep on the regular season Jackson. Okay, he's obviously going to be making some noise here. Followed by the Jets. Come on. Dolphins. Come on. Saints.
What do you mean, come on?
We have the Patriots at home. I'm probably picking the Bills right against the Pats at home. I'm sorry. It's just how
you'll win one of them.
We have the Falcons. Some people are really high on this team. I just think that we are a better coached organization. I think that there are going to be some growing pains for Michael Penix. like people acting like the 2 or 3 games that he played last year.
But they can run the football, and you guys struggle to stop the run.
We've made some additions. We have the Panthers. That's a win. We own the Chiefs in the regular season. That's just true. The Miami Dolphins, again, sweeping them per usual. The next game that I genuinely believe that we lose. So this Bills-Ravens game, in my opinion, is going to be a toss-up. It's going to be a very close game. It's going to be high scoring. And the only game that really makes me sweat from then on out maybe is the Buccaneers, but I'm still giving the edge to the Buffalo Bills for being at home.
That's back-to-back losses than the Texans.
So with the Texans kind of scare me a little bit.
You just got a guaranteed win against the Chiefs, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. We beat them in the regular season each and every single year.
All right.
With each and every single year.
So, Dan, let me ask you this, though. Like, don't you feel like there's upsets that happen? You know, Bills can get upsetted sometimes. They're not invincible. They can get beat by a team that's worse than them. Maybe the Seahawks.
Say, for example, that Ken Dorsey was still our offensive coordinator, 110%. But it's clear since Joe Brady has ended up taking over, we haven't seen us losing games that we shouldn't lose. That's just the coaching staff rate that we have, right? Out of all the games we lost last year, none of them came to a shock, right? Like, no one was surprised that Houston beat us last year in the regular season because right at the beginning of the season, many thought that they were Super Bowl contenders. No one was surprised that Baltimore beat us in the regular season, right? Very quality team. And no one was surprised when we lost to the Patriots when we had our second string players out there. So
it's the fate, man. Just the fate.
No, dude. Like I said, so my thing is this. Like, realistically, 13-4 is the floor. 15-2 is the ceiling. That's where I'm at.
15-2.
15-2, baby.
Oh, damn. So Josh Allen is playing at an even better level than last year.
Yep. Better.
So you think Josh Allen plays better than the MVP level he played at in 2024, just for the record?
So surprisingly enough, last year wasn't even his best statistical season.
He got a wife to take care of now.
Dude, listen.
Care of, bro.
Like, there are actually statistics of players playing even better after the year that they get married. So,
hey, man.
Like, maybe he's locking in and like he's like putting it all out on the field because he realizes he's like, hey, and so I'm married to a famous actress. I really got to go off.
Yeah.
I hope you realize
Jordan will.
And so
you got to add another loss, then.
He's not staying later at practice because he got to get home to the wife.
You got to add another loss.
Movie. Yeah, well, hopefully she's shooting a movie.
The Jets are beating the Bills to a MetLife.
Jets. Look at that, man. We have Joshua Richardson. I am tired of these Fins fans talking bad about the Bills, worry about Tua staying healthy. Nobody's scared of the Dolphins. Soft as Charmin. Joshua Richardson. Wow.
Charmin soft.
Wow, my guy. Big C showing TD who the real Miami Dolphins fan really is. Can't wait to face you guys in week 3. And may the best team win. Go Bills. Dang Johnson is coming on in, man. Hey,
well, the best team's not going
here. We love TD over here, folks. All right.
The best team's not going to win
on this. I got to make a TikTok on this breaking news, Dan.
You do, Rich. Come on.
I feel like you need to.
That's why I get my.
While you do that, while you make your TikTok, folks, what I need to do is put everybody on the best fantasy football draft kit on the face of the planet, and that just so happens to be RotoWire, folks. My draft is literally in 2 days. I have my fantasy football league attached to RotoWire as we speak, and I am dead set in the middle of a mock draft. I was ready to go prior to the show. And again, guys, I cannot talk about this enough. Say, for example, you want the most in-depth statistics all the way down to how specific players play against 4-3, 3-4 base defenses, how they play in cold weather, warm weather. You can find all of that advanced analytics on RotoWire as you go. It's a great system for all of you advanced analytics nerds. It is fantastic for all of you that also like to figure out who should I pick up on the waiver wire on specific weeks. This is the most in-detail platform on the market. Since I've used it, like, my confidence level has completely grown. I know that thanks to this, I am going to win my fantasy football league. And once you download it, I can almost guarantee you will be reaching out to me by the end of the season, being like, Dan, thank God you put me on because I just wiped the floor with my buddies that thought that they had a chance. Shout out to RotoWire for partnering with us for the season, and do us a favor and download and use our code RTS for 15% off. Shout out to RotoWire. Proud partner.
Shout out to RotoWire.
Oh, man. Y'all fantasy football people?
Oh, dude, I got 4 leagues next week. You kidding me? They all start drafting.
Dude.
I did.
Look, last year I did 4, and now I refuse to do more than 1. And so I refuse to do more than 1.
It's hard to keep track of them, but I do one for Patriots
is.
Global. So I allow first come, first serve. Channel members get first priority. So I do that one with the family, one with the friends. Yeah. And then I accidentally always join another one. So that's the 4th.
The problem is with doing so many is one week you got on this team, you need a player to do good. And on the opposite team, you need him to do bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts, dude.
Very mentally straining. It's mentally straining, like how you do it, right? As far as waiver wires and your bye weeks and stuff like that. So this year, I am just focusing on one fantasy football league, and I will come out victorious.
I try not to draft Bills players. Patriots.
So you try not to draft Bills players, so you don't need to hope for a. Okay. Hey, look, man. You know what? I don't particularly hate it. Let's go ahead and check out some of these other super chats that just came in. With TD really knows how to get under Bills fans' skin, huh? With a laughing face emoji. Had them raging in the comments like he slapped their mother or something with the laughing emojis. I really don't think that you are in a position to ever use a laughing emoji ever again. Because the only thing that you should be laughing about is how your organization has been ran for the past couple of years. All right? So please retire that. Your laughing emoji rights have been stripped, Michael, but thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Panel laughing at Dan's 15-2 take when we went 13-4 last year, making fun of a wide receiver room, 14-3, and we didn't throw a week 18 game. Make it make sense. Yeah, dude, like it's really crazy to me. Like when I say 15-2 and people think that I'm just out of my mind. Last year, we literally went 13-4 when everyone was looking at us saying, oh my God, look at your receiver room. Oh my God, dude, there's no way. We go 13-4. We go undefeated at home. And now we have a much easier schedule. We are the 5th easiest schedule in the NFL right now. So by me coming out and saying that the Buffalo Bills are going to win one more game than they did last year when they virtually have the exact same team with some additions on the defensive line and also from the depth side of things, it's not that crazy.
Look,
so
you got the Ravens.
Gaslit. And so I feel like I'm being gaslit.
You got the Ravens, you got the Bucks, you got the Texans. Those are all real difficult teams for you. And that's just the 3 off of my head that I can remember. I think if you're going 15-2, then you are asking Josh Allen to play at a higher level. You're asking him to excel the offense past its limitations more than they were last year. I mean, respectfully, I still think that your receivers are still whack. And I still don't count out that the Buffalo Bills are going to try to make a trade at the trade deadline like they did last year. I don't count.
You got the Steelers, you got the Bengals, and I'm not saying Buffalo's going to lose these games. I'm just saying there's a shot. The Cincinnati Bengals, their defense is horrible, but they can put up points on anybody.
They can put up 40 easy.
The Steelers, I mean, Aaron Rodgers played better at the end of the season. They added a lot. Absolutely.
So we averaged 30 points a game last year. 30.
That's not 40, Dan.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not saying Buffalo could go 15-2. Absolutely. They could. But there are games out there that Buffalo could lose.
Could happen. But not this year. And just 2 of them. Ladies and gentlemen. That's precisely what I'm seeing from this squad. Richie's over there making a TikTok. But yeah, guys, listen, we have some Patreon members backstage. Say for example,
TD's in the comments. Talking shit.
What is he saying, dude? What is TD saying?
You know what he's
coming on in.
Peas, your team sucks.
He's saying, Peas, your team sucks. All right, dude. Richie's making a TikTok real fast. Guys, Glenn is backstage right now. He is on the Patreon hotline. Say, for example, that y'all would ever like to call into the show. It's very easy to do. All you need to do is sign up for Patreon. It's $10 per month, where you have access to call into every single roundtable show on the network. That's all of the divisional shows. That is Fourth and Forever, our daily NFL news show. It's the college football show. That's the individual team roundtables as well. So say, for example, that you're ever interested in hopping on and asking the host a question or having a statement, please feel free to do so as Glenn hops in. Glenn, what's going on, man?
Man, I was going to get on Big C about being all doom and gloom about our defense when he don't trust Anthony Weaver to know what he's doing. When everybody said we don't have a bad defense last year, but I got to say something to you, Dan. Dang, what? Man, you're out delusional. You're out delusioning TD.
Glenn, how?
Your delusion is
getting... Glenn, me saying that we're going to win one more game than last year is delusional. How?
So you
it's not like I'm saying that we're going 17-0. I'm saying we're going to win one more game than last year. How is that delusional?
So what's more probable? What's more probable? You winning one more game, or you not having plus 28 on a turnover, or an offensive lineman getting hurt this year?
It's more probable that we win one more game because we're returning all of the pieces that allowed us to be as successful as we were last year. Like we were undefeated at home. We have the entire key contributors back. Say that again.
You don't be plus 28.
Yes.
You think you don't be plus 28 on the turnover?
Yes, we can take the football away, Glenn. That's what we have on this team.
You know the last time that was done, plus 20 something was done?
Glenn, I promise you. I promise you, this is going to be the exact same team. Glenn, it's just this continuous manifestation of you trying to pray for the Bills' downfall. It hasn't worked for 5 years.
You are delusional.
Find something
You're
out.
out delusioning TD.
How am I out delusioning TD? Like, how are you going to sit there and just be like, oh, yeah, Miami really has a shot at beating the Buffalo Bills when they haven't done it in like 8 years?
About Miami.
And that's not delusional?
Nothing about Miami.
We've been close. We've been close.
Come on, listen. You're throwing me under the bus for being delusional. I have to talk about how you're delusional.
About Miami.
Come on, dude. Look, this Buffalo Bills team. You're talking about the reigning MVP who led an offense that has the exact same offensive line, 30-plus points per game. Yes, we did the turnovers, which is fantastic, but we can obviously still score. We have an easier schedule than last year. It's not crazy for me to say that we're going to win one more game. It's not. I'm sorry. I am not going to be gaslit into that. I'm not.
Delusion. Delusion is powerful in this. I think you get delusion when you come to the round tree. Your delusion just comes because that is so delusional. You better hope to just get be 12-5. And this year, I think 12-5 will be the number 1 seed.
I don't know. Maybe.
But I'll let y'all go. But just that round table and stuff, I don't know what it does. Hopefully, y'all just get delusional on that one. It's like brings delusion in.
Which one?
You got the TD factor now.
Like
the delusional factor from TD. That's a bug you caught. You caught the bug from TD. I mean, 12-5. I can believe 12-5, but damn, you're talking 2 losses. Oh, we could lose 2 games the whole season, man.
Yeah.
When has Bills ever did 2 losses in a season?
This year, 2025, Glenn. 2025, Glenn. I got a
Stop
crystal
talking
ball.
About years in the past.
I got a crystal ball, Glenn. 2025. I don't care about the past. I care about right now.
Okay. Then stop talking about last year.
Ooh.
2 losses this year, Glenn.
You know what? Okay. Glenn's got a point. Last year you didn't lose at home. Doesn't mean you're going to not lose at home again.
Like, what was your record?
We 3.
Hey, Glenn, we love you, man. We love you.
Go,
Big C. Calling in. Like, what is it with this panel? Like, what is it with this panel that, like, we go down the same street every single year? Every single year being like, oh, no, Dad, you should be worried about the Buffalo Bills, dude. They might not win. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Listen, I try not to be arrogant on this show, but you guys just bring it out of me. Like, Like, y'all just bring it out on me, man. Like, I have to be because I will not allow myself to be gaslit on this show anymore of you guys being like, oh, man, I don't know. Because first off, like, literally the quarterback of this damn team, all right, is coming off of an MVP season. We have a top 3 offensive line. We have one of the best running backs in all of the NFL. And keep in mind, Josh Allen had a broken hand for half of the season last year, too. So by me saying that we're going to win one more game where seemingly we have a fully healthy quarterback all year, brand new James Cook, complete new offensive line, hopefully some quality defensive pieces, one extra win is that crazy? Come on. Come on, man. Damn, man. Holy hell. Anyway. We have my boy Izzy in the building. Izzy, what up?
What's up, Iz?
Izzy, you're muted, bro.
God damn, Izzy. That damn mute button. There we go.
Called in that fast, but how you guys doing?
What up, man? How you doing?
What's up, Izzy?
Doing pretty good. You know, just watching the AFC East Roundtable, you know, devolve a little bit here with that chaos from Glenn, but it's always good to see my guys. Welcome. Or thanks for having me back. Appreciate you guys being around.
For sure.
And yeah, it's gonna be a fun season. There's gonna be some mix up in the AFC East, right? I think that the Bills will still be on top. And actually, Dan, I have the same exact record as you, 14-3.
Yes.
We should have been 14-3 last year, but you know, we didn't need that game, so we sat our starters. So be it. I think that's really the same record, not really a step up. I mean, literally step up, but I digress. I think that the Bills will still win the division, but the Patriots I see making a big jump. They've done so much, and they still have so much more money to spend that it's going to be hard to stop them from building something up. And then you look at the Jets. I think that the coaching staff there, if they can really bring in some Aaron Glenn ass kicking personality, the Jets will be competing for that second spot in the division. I'm sorry, Dolphins, and I don't mean to sound like a hater. It's not really my type of thing to do. But the roster moves that have happened this year and the way it's constructed, I don't see the Dolphins being competitive this year. I actually see the coaching staff and front office probably getting fired this year fairly early on. It doesn't look good to me. If I was a Dolphins fan, I'd be pissed, and that's just me compartmentalizing my hatred for the Dolphins and projecting my actual thought process. Like if I was a Dolphins fan and I had Storm Duck starting at corner, I'd be freaking pissed.
but that's one position. We're better at multiple positions, and if Tua can stay healthy, we won 8 games last year. How are we with a better roster?
I don't think your roster.
We're just going to fall to the bottom
this year.
I don't think your roster
is better. Besides corner.
No. So corner's definitely a drop off. You lost Kader Kohu for the year, right?
Yeah.
Your nickel, so he's out.
That's corner. Mike Hilton's just as good as Kader Kohu with the nickel.
We'll see. I don't really know that guy too well, so I knew Kader Kohu in the slot was good, but on the outside was not. Safety, you guys upgraded Minkah Fitzpatrick from number 8 last year. I keep forgetting that guy's name. Javon Holland. But who's the other safety?
Melifanu and Ashton Davis.
You guys got Melifanu? Okay, yeah. So you might have upgraded at safety with that combination. The linebackers, it's Tyrell Dodson. I like Tyrell, former Bill, but you know,
Willie J Jr.'s an upgrade. Jordan Brooks is a beast.
Your linebacker room is a little older though.
We're getting our who's really old on that.
Not old, like not like Jordan Poyer last year old, but older, like 29, 30, 31 in that age range. You got Tyrell Dodson's 29. Willie Gay Jr. He's been in the NFL for a while now. He played for the Steelers a while back. And then your O-line. I know Armstead wasn't there a lot last year, right? He just wasn't there because of injuries. Yeah. But I'm not really worried about Paul, and
he's been a beast in offseason so far. I mean, offseason doesn't mean everything, but he's been a beast so far.
For the sake of Dolphins fans, I hope that you guys don't have the season I think you're going to have, because I don't wish that upon anybody, but I don't see it going well. I'll leave it at that. I'm not trying to be rude and pick on the Dolphins. I mean, the Jets have a ton to prove too, but they have.
Izzy, you're not hating on them because, listen, I say the same things you say, but I get called a hater You're just speaking how you feel, my friend. Izzy, thank you for the call. It's great to hear from you. Cannot wait to hear from you all season, my man. Great to have Izzy back in the building. And he basically said everything that I've been saying, but I'm the hater. I'm not the only one that feels that way.
There's not a world that Justin Fields wins more games than Tua.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
There's not a world?
No.
We're about to live in that world, Big C. Woo-hoo! There hasn't been a world, but there will be a world.
We're about to live in that world, man.
You're about to live in it. You're about to breathe it.
Justin Fields going to make the Dolphins corners look good.
Those corners better learn how to tackle because you're not going to be able to tackle Justin Fields. Remember last time you guys faced off against Justin Fields? Mike McDaniel was like, can you stop running?
That's all right.
Can you please stop running?
We got some.
Fields had like, what, 200 rushing yards on you guys?
We got some for that ass. Don't worry about it.
Monday Night Football, baby. You should come to our event. We're doing Jets Dolphins in MetLife.
Are you doing Jets Dolphins?
We're planning on doing it, folks. We want some Dolphins Jets energy. It's a December game though, so bring your coats.
So, folks, I do got to tell you something. I do got to tell you something. With this show, obviously, we cover the AFC East. It's the first show of the Roundtable Sports Network. It is our baby, and we love entertaining you every single Wednesday evening. But a lot of you I notice in this chat, and I don't notice you in the Fourth and Forever chat, and I would like to change that. What we do, folks, is that we have a daily show, Monday through Friday, where typically, sorry about that, I have no idea what happened. There you go. Perfect. Several times, folks, me, Richie, and TD Finstock, we are live Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. EST, breaking down all of the news surrounding the league. This is an NFL daily news show. We have been getting quite a few of live members, man. Like, I'm talking like 300, 400 live viewers for the past couple of weeks. Absolutely insane. Highly recommend that, say, for example, you want to tap in with what is happening over on the NFL. And right as you can see, we do have the Patreon call segment as well. Highly recommend you go subscribe to the Roundtable Sports Network channel. And then also make sure you have bell notifications on so you never miss an episode. Shameless plug as well. We did end up launching a college football show on the network that is Roundtable CFB. It is myself and Jay Tuck. We are live Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST, where we break down all of the news surrounding college football. Week 0 is actually on Saturday, where we see Iowa State and Kansas State face off in Dublin, Ireland, among many other games. So do not be shy. Go subscribe to both of these channels and turn on bell notifications if you are the football junkies that I am assuming that you are.
Grinded. College football, baby.
Let's do it, man. We're going to have you featured on the draft show, Dan.
Yeah, dude.
Comes along,
what? Once that show starts spiking up, I think we're going to be having a good time. LaSalle's in the building. LaSalle, what up?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I will tell you, Dan, you're not delusional for saying that the
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Like, I pretty much he isn't until, like, I'm a person that, like, you gotta prove it to me. You gotta prove it to me that the Bills are not gonna be the AFC East Division winners. You gotta prove it to me. No matter what the Bills, no matter what the Dolphins fans say, no matter what the Patriots fans say, no matter what even the Jet fans say, you gotta prove it to me. You gotta prove that you could get them off their high. Or you could get them off their high. Pretty much, I feel like none of us really talk. They could be delusional, but they want to. Whatever it is. So I don't particularly care. So I think that those are going to be the winners of the division. No lies there. And actually, I got the Jets and the Patriots tied.
But we're going to sweep them, so we would have the tiebreaker, right? Got you.
I don't know. I think
messing with you, so
I think we're gonna split. We're probably gonna split, because I can't say for either of us. Like both of us have a lot to prove, and I feel like we're gonna prove some things. I think both the Patriots and the Jets are gonna prove some things, or also prove some things. So I think we're gonna be the same, like 8 and 9 area type of thing. I think both of us will be like in the same area when it comes to the record. And when it comes to the Dolphins, I've been saying this: you guys are not going to win more than 5 games.
I thought you said you weren't delusional.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Your team has not gotten.
Put on some glasses. If you don't see it, put on some glasses.
It's not. I don't see how this team got any better. Like especially offensively. On tight end, you got worse.
Did we?
Waller. Extreme.
Darren Waller's better than Jonnu Smith. If he can,
maybe a few years ago.
Listen, Jonnu Smith didn't have a great career until he came to Miami.
But Jonnu was like still
career
in his prime.
highs.
Jonnu was still in his prime though, and still played football at the time.
Jonnu won't have over 60 catches this year.
Darren Waller retired because he was sick of blocking. In the middle of a game, he's like, "Why do I play football if I'm being asked to block?"
Yeah,
Quit football to sing.
And why dropped off? Mind you, drop majorly.
Well, Lascelles, thank you for the call, my friend. We appreciated that. Man, it's good to have.
You got to start
Lascelles.
screening these people before they come on. Start screening.
Well, I'm happy that you're here. You know what, Big C? I give you credit because you're really defending your Fins as you should. You know, TD don't really do it too well, but you handle it. Like, you defend your Dolphins, and you, like, defend it with realism, with ferocity, and with confidence. You know, TD be, like, trying to defend the Fins, and you can see the lies through his eyes. Like, you believe what you're saying. TD doesn't even believe what he says half the time.
Well, this is still the Bills division, but I just don't see where the Patriots or the Jets are. I don't see the Miami Dolphins any worse than what they were last year.
You think they're gonna
and
finish?
Last year we won 8 games with Tua missing 6. I just, prove it to me.
Look at that. Michael says Patriots sweeping the Jets this year. Come on now. It's not even a question. Michael,
This is still Buffalo's division, though. Buffalo is the elite team in this division. I have no question about that. But just like Buffalo, you got to prove it to beat Buffalo. That prove that we can knock off Buffalo. Listen, you guys got to prove guys can beat Tua.
I like that. We have Colby. How come it's always on Allen, never our defense? But no one says anything about Mahomes. His statistical bad year last year.
Because
Colby,
last year you guys got as far as you did because Josh Allen played at an exceptional level and excelled your offense past its limitations. Your offense was not good. Your receivers were not good. But the reason that your offense was as productive as it was because of Josh Allen excelling the offense past its limitations and doing what he needed to do. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to take an even bigger leap, it is on Josh Allen because your defense, respectfully, your secondary, I still don't trust. I don't.
And don't sleep on Christian Benford, bro.
Christian Benford's good, but the rest of the secondary, I'm sorry, it's not elite.
And I like Taron Johnson.
He's all right.
Except for safeties, you're not good. But all right, let's go. LFG Pats coming for the Bills. LFG. Dude, you know what? It's nice to see Patriots fans in here. Okay,
hey man, we're back. You can't even get mad.
Put a poll up in the chat yet.
Thank you for coming back.
But you know what, Dan? Here's what I'll say about the division is even if the Patriots do start getting competitive, or if somehow the Jets or Dolphins start getting competitive too, you will not hear me. Okay, you will not hear me say that the New England Patriots, the Jets, or the Dolphins are dethroning the Bills for the division until someone actually does it. When you have that many years of dominance, I don't care about what you project to happen. Until somebody does it, you can't say it's going to happen.
I like that. And Michael, we already read that one. Folks, it's going to have to do it for a wonderful episode of the AFC East Roundtable. Let's go around the table, say our goodbyes, gents. Start with Colby.
Hey, man, as always, appreciate you guys. You know, sometimes people get mad at us in the comments, and that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, man, it is all love for the boys. It's all love for the chat, man. I will say, make sure you guys follow your boy on TikTok. I promoted this on 4th and Forever. Shameless plug. I'm going to promote it again. Follow your boy on TikTok for a daily, not just Patriots, but NFL news over at Patriots Global. We're going to be doing a slight rebranding soon, but really pulling in the good views, man.
Whoa. What do you mean a rebranding? You can't just say that.
We might be rebranding.
Who's we? You're Patriots Global?
Yeah, man. We might rebrand the TikTok a little bit. So it's under review. It's not the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
so
debating.
He's under advisement with my firm.
So we're debating. We're debating. Because we talk about more than just Patriots. We also talk about NFL news, but we almost have a video that's close to hitting 1 million, man. And I want it to happen so bad. So
it's almost at 1 million.
Boy. It's like at 750, 760, something like that. So get your boy
milli.
to 1 million, man, and give your boy a follow. Also, tomorrow, watch party tomorrow versus the Giants. So tune in.
And so I've been trying to do the same thing with
Dart's
Richie.
gonna pick
and
you
so I'm
apart,
trying to tell him just to go by
guy.
Richie.
Watch the
You
film.
want me to just go by Richie, bro?
Yeah, like Richie.
I'm the Jets guy that talks NFL.
Maybe.
I'm the Jets guy that talks.
I got
NFL.
another idea for the Richie brand. Don't worry.
Oh,
Ooh,
all right, man. What do you got to say to the audience right before?
Not sports related. Not sports related, but I love you guys. Thank you for another chiming in to the AFC East Roundtable. You know, Dan promoted a lot of stuff within the network. I just want to remind you guys that we are absolutely grinding across this network. Go check out all the shows that Colby hosts, the NFC South Roundtable, AFC West Roundtable. Yesterday, we have all 8 divisions live across the network every single week. It would mean a lot if you guys can go be active in the chat, spark some debates, just show up, man, and support the network because we got a lot of fun things brewing here at Roundtable Sports. And I was wearing this at Jets camp today, this hoodie.
Nice.
And I got to be honest, man, like the amount of people that just it caught their eyes and they stared at it. I caught them looking at it. I think this logo, it's colorful, you know. People are like, what is that? They're intrigued. They're like, what is that? You know, people are looking at the logo, baby. We're going places. This AFC's Roundtable, and that's for all 8 divisions. It goes for the Roundtable CFB show. It goes for Fourth and Forever. So we appreciate you guys big time.
Big time. What about you, Big C?
I appreciate you guys having me here. It's always a pleasure. Make sure you guys check out the Fin Posse podcast. That's my show over on YouTube. I can't wait to chop it up with you guys next month. Maybe TD needs me to fill in again. You know, he'd be having some emergencies.
Probably.
You know, so maybe I'll talk to you again before then. But looking forward to
some emergencies for sure.
Looking forward to the event in Buffalo, though. And the Miami Dolphins are not done. Hopefully, there's going to be some more additions to this roster, and we're still the second best team in this league until proven otherwise.
In the league,
or in this division,
Big C, I was about to say, hold up now. Hey, bring it back.
We win at 14. If Dan's winning 15, we win at 14. You know,
brother.
Nah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, guys, listen, we appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us as you always do on Wednesday evenings. We will be back next week. Same time, same place. And the Bills are going 15-2. Peace.
Now, here we go.